Israel Mabua, thank you very much for participating in our African Bonbon series of the Northwest University Business School. And welcome to Nampo. You're a horticulturalist from Gaborone in Botswana. Why are you here?
Oh, thank you very much for inviting me to be part of this. Actually, we can't stay without learning. We know that this is the forum where they normally is able to gather farmers from different sectors. I'll say the whole of Southern Africa, this is the biggest that we normally get. So really, we can't miss something like that if you are more into agriculture.
Is it your first time here?
This is my first time to be here, but I've been reading about it, and I know that I've been getting information about it on the website.
Oh, good. Just explain what exactly it is that you do in Botswana.
Oh. So what I do in Botswana, I have a horticulture project outside the capital city, Gaborone. It's about 30 kilometers from Gaborone. So I normally do horticulture project. I'm going to tomato, green pepper, cabbage, and I also have an orchard which is saving now about 1,500 trees. That is orange, lemons, grapefruits, and a little bit of mangoes. So I've been trying different type of citrus trees.
In the context of Botswana, is this small, medium, or large scale that you're functioning?
I'll say I'm still at a small scale.
Yeah.
But the problem that we are facing is that it's only this year where the government has taken a decision to close the border, because Botswana is more relying on South Africa when it comes to crop. I mean, especially when it comes to fruit production or crop production, vegetable production. So we've been really relying on South Africa. It's only this year the government has taken a decision to close the border. So it will put us in a position to say it has been difficult for us to compete, because South Africa infrastructure development is already there. So we are competing with farmers that are already well established, and it wasn't easy for us to penetrate the market. And again, you should understand that in our country we rely more on retail shops from South Africa.
Okay. So that's where you distribute your produce, is in the retail shops, or do you sell it, say, to the Johannesburg market? Where exactly?
No, we sell to the retail shops in our country. So basically it has been difficult because they used to get their products from South Africa to the shops, because the same shops that are in South Africa, they're still in Botswana. So we have been really struggling to get into the market. So that's why it has been so difficult for us to grow to a level where we could say now we are either from small to medium. So we hope this, with what the government has done, it will put us in a position to compete.
What's the reason for the borders being closed?
The reason is for, like I was saying, Botswana retail industry is controlled by South African retail shops. Okay. So we've been getting all our products from South Africa. So by so doing, they give us opportunity as a country, as Botswana, to be able to grow on that and to be able to be self-sufficient on food production. They have realized that during COVID. I think they learned a lot from that. During COVID, the borders were closed for almost 3 months.
Okay.
So what has happened was that it was difficult for the country to receive fresh produce from South Africa. So then that's when the government realized there's a gap. We need to close this gap. Let's see whether we can be self-sufficient in our food production. But the country needs to be like that. It has to be on self-sufficient food production.
Is there a consumer market, a big consumer market that you can sell your produce to, or is that a limited access that you have there?
I'll say because of the population is very limited, and it needs to be controlled in such a way that we can be able to penetrate that market. The market is there. Yeah. What surprised us, I'm from a small village with a population of about 30,000. What surprised me that that in that small village there are about 7 supermarkets, retail shops, huge retail shops, 7 of them. So you ask yourself, where are they getting the market to penetrate? I mean, where are they getting the consumers?
Where's the consumer spending from?
Yes, but it's there.
So where does it come from? Where does the consumer spending come from?
I think there is a country, I'll say, our population depend on buying from they don't do things for themselves. They're really more into buying. So I'll say that's what is making it. Yes, they're buying more from these retail shops than to produce for themselves. At the end of the day, the market is still going to be there. The way I look at it, because we can't have a population of 30,000 to about 7 or 8 retail shops. There should be a market for that.
So you're from Botswana, but your stories sound very South African to me. Thank you very much for being part of our discussion. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much.